Hello friend, subscribe of Future Revelation, the place of your informative capsule. Your friend Aldair speaks to you. Today we will talk about an interesting topic, nanotechnology in different areas, where we'll talk about good and bad and some curiosities. I will talk about the most important of nanotechnology in the health area. I am going to highlight some of what will be most recent advances in the use of nanotechnology to improve people's health. Scientists will be using nanotechnology to record in real time the enzymes in the process of repairing DNA damaged by ultraviolet rays. The knowledge of mechanisms can allow important advances in the fight against skin cancer and could also have effects in the cure of certain bacterial diseases, such as tuberculosis, which use very similar proteins to proliferate. Research who will use nanotechnology to improve the way in which chemotherapeutic drugs access tumors and prevent them from going to other places in the body where they can have a harmful action will also work in the fight against cancer. The nanoparticles that they would have made with gold are attached to DNA strands that have the ability to change shape to achieve selective access to diseased tissue. When chemotherapy drugs are injected into a patient, they enter the bloodstream where they will be looking for tumor cells. I am going to highlight some disadvantages of the use of nanotechnology in the health. Number 1. Cheap production and duplication of designs could be leading to big changes in the economy. Number 2. The overexpression of cheap products will be causing significant damage to environment. Number 3. There will be environment damage or health risk from irregular products. Number 4. It will be commercializing in the black market of nanotechnology. And number 5. Simple solution will not be successful. Finding the correct answer to this situation is unlikely, without first entering into a meticulous planning process. This is all from me in the health section. Now my partner Fernanda will continue with the fashion section. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Altair. Your information is amazing. So, hello everybody, and welcome to my capsule about the fashion and beauty. So, if you are interested in the world of fashion, stay and discover the fascinating advance of this world in technology. The most new? No, the clothes are particularly featuring the style, the design, so it breaks a rules than 20 years before have. Can you imagine how we'll be in 10 years? Well, you will discover in the next minutes here in Revelation Future. The next decade will be incorporation of technology without something which it will never possible to leave home. Yes, I talk about the clothes. Many business will be making smart clothes. This business will have fabrics that they will take out of the reality that get closer today. The curiosities. Develop fabrics that it will have personal information, which will be collecting from our bodies, such as heart rate, oxygenation, blood sugar. So, surely you wonder what is for? This will have utility bucket for the patients in the hospitals that we needed information if it is the case that the person doesn't respond, or if suffering from a chronic illness or requiring medical supervision. So, in this section, did you know? Can you imagine how will be the skincare? Well, the skincare will be organic way, so will be have the ingredients have been grown and collected in this way that respects the environment. The packaging is expected to from recycled materials, be recyclable again or reusable, and not include unnecessary plastic or brooch from the future. What is your opinion about the future? I'm so very excited that the future will be able to something for the planet. The good, well, quicker. The good. We will care about the environment. We will have a smooth skin without chemicals. Farmers and growers will have a great impact on the world bigger industries. We will be free for animal cruelty, especially this news makes me so happy. And the bad, we will have the industry face the great change in the history, be less polluting and or disappear.
Well, that is really interesting. The we more always to apply nanotechnology below. My colleague Fernando will talk about how the environment and nanotechnology are related.
Thank you, Brenda. Actually, many countries are worrying about the environment. It is known that if we continue the current path, the consequence can be very strong both for the planet and for us who inhabit it. I am Fernando and I will tell you the importance that nanotechnology can have with the care of the environment. The detection of contaminants in water is one of the applications that nanotechnology will offer to improve the situation of the environment. This project has nanosensors that's going to identify pollutants that may be in the waters. Thanks to these investigations, it will be possible to offer a rapid response to emergencies and risk situations due to water contamination. It will help possible to improve environment recovery. Scientists and researchers are working to use nanotechnology as cleaners of air that is contaminated. The micro nano bubbling going to in charge of cleaning the air. This will be possible that its bubbling which will have filters that will trap bacteria metals that pollute the air. The oil absorber is project that will observe cleaning the oil that is expelled in marine areas. It will be in air with molecules that respire water. It will act as a sponge that will absorb the oil. The air will be easy removed, leaving the water free of petroleum.
Thank you, Fernando, for that important information. We continue with your partner, Brenda. She will talk about how nanotechnology is related to food. Thanks, Brenda, and I will talk a little about the nanotechnology is important in the world of food. Have you ever wondered how nanotechnology could help with food? An example could be to improve the treatment on food and its preservation. We talk in account that nanotechnology has evolved over the years. We are talking about several nanoplastic compounds which contain antimicrobial properties. With this, we help to manufacture paper containers coated with this metal compatible of keeping food in good condition for a longer. Today we're working our research to create an endeavor coating that originates from nanocapsules. Interesting, right? We are thinking about applying it to freshly cooked fruits and vegetables to achieve the conservation for 2 to 3 weeks. This innovation will help with the oxidation process and control dehydration. Fruits and vegetables must be cooked, peeled, sliced, and packed. It will also make them ready to eat without needing to be washed or sanitized again. Scientists will also consider encapsulating proteins or microorganisms, such and lactobacillus. Lactobacillus are friendly bacteria that normally live in our digestive, urinary, and genital systems without causing diseases. The commonly held 3 diarrhea, including infection diarrhea and diarrhea in people taking antibiotics. Continuing to the above, lactobacillus will be useful on the surface of the product. This should contribute to its conservation. Probiotics will be added to the diet. This coated nanocapsule can also be applied to meat and other ideal products. Interested fact. I will be mentioning the word to Brazilian scientists, the basis of nanotechnology. They will be making improvements in the conservation of chicken eggs. Scientists from Brazil will be practicing at the Brazilian Agricultural Research Company. It will be working with agencies where it will be developing protective coating for commercial aids from nanotechnology. The investigation will be over when the egg becomes stronger and more durable. It will help be supplement until the useful life in the egg is extended. The eggs will have completing the internal nutrition characteristics and properties for a long time. This new science will help our food in a future time. The bad it is expensive.
Thank you, colleagues, for your information. Tell me, colleagues, Jocelyn, will mention the importance of energy with nanotechnology.
The future that is coming is wonderful. Is it's relevant to know what will happen to agriculture. The agriculture world will be another of the great benefits of nanotechnology. The good things about this that will happen. Can you imagine what is? It does. It is adding to a good number of innovations. Why will it happen? To increase the growth and yield, for example, of a type of vegan which contains high amounts of protein and fiber and which will be widely consumed as food in Asia. If it happens in the future, can you imagine what more could be done? Pay attention. Something surprising is coming. Will be happening to plants. How will it happen? Through will irrigation of spraying, and this will be at its leaves, which is especially beneficial to the environment since the soil contamination is avoided because the particles are small. The plants can absorb them more efficiently. You should also know that presentation of bio-based products allows to work for greater safety in applications near urban areas. The positive of the fact is that the time it will present there will be fewer problems for treatments in areas near susceptible crops and fruits, trees, or native forests. It is wonderful what will happen with agriculture since it will focus more on caring for our environment and our planning to have much more natural food.
We can know that space is still a mystery to use, but there are researchers who are working to solve each of its mysteries. For example, there is a group of scientists in collaboration with a Russian millionaire who are trying to use nanotechnology to create a spacecraft that will travel 20% less than the speed of light. Among the problems that will be necessary for this mission is the Starship, a small device created with nanotechnology that will allow the ship to be guided. It would be great to travel at a speed close to the speed of light.
Thank you. I will continue with a capsulatory surprise. Today I will talk about an important topic that you should know. I will tell you about an ongoing event that will happen with the energy area. Have you imagined what happen in the next few years with energy? Nanotechnology offers enormous benefits in the development of new materials used for the generation of renewable energy, the manufacture of batteries, and the improvement of energy efficiency. The positive of the situation is that the objective is to design a system that allows to produce electricity and fall from sonic. What will be used to achieve it? Organic materials will be used which are really expensive than other more expensive materials such as silicon and which can be designed with very specific characteristics so that can fulfill functions such as the selective absorption of sonic. How will it be used? To program these molecules and predict the way in which they will be organized according to the expensive function. It is necessary to modify their chemical composition. This traditional food could have the same use as that extracted for oil. but with youth causing environmental damage, the object to be correct about is bold, a chemical factory to create various compounds for solid. It is wonderful.